My grandfather was a Thomas Knutson. His original name was Torkel Knutson. He came here from Norway and changed his name when he came to Ellis Island to Thomas because it made it much easier for people to understand and assimilate. And my grandfather came here with nothing when he was 17 in 1900, and he established himself as a man who worked with his hands, great ship's carpenter in some of the boat yards in the Bronx, some of the other shipyards, and he became a supervisor and a yard foreman. And then the Depression hit and he lost his job. And he had these ideas of building boats for the Depression era wealthy, because the wealthy couldn't have the big yachts because we were literally on the verge of another revolution. And what the wealthy people and the people with means wanted was a great sailboat that they could sail around. It wasn't too extravagant, but they liked to race these boats. And he started building large yachts over 100 feet long. And he did very well, and he also started developing these designs for these sailboats. His most popular sailboat was the K-35. But his real contribution to this country began in 1938 when the English started their naval buildup to deal with the problem over in Europe with the Nazis. And they were borrowing money from the United States, and the United States in turn wanted them to have a lot of the ships built here. So my grandfather was able to retain some of those contracts because he had been building larger ships and was very familiar with doing so in the boat yard when he started. He was the largest employer in Suffolk County. He employed thousands of men, many of them Norwegian and Swedish wood craftsmen. My father was this larger-than-life individual that, as all men do, young and old, always try to aspire to their father's accomplishments. When I was 11 in 1971, he put me on the payroll. I was making 60 cents an hour. And in the following year, when I was 12, I told my dad, I said, you know, I work just as hard as these other men here on the dock. I said, can I have more money? And he said, no. And I went to my sister, who at the time he was very close to, and she got him to raise it to 75 cents an hour, and I was very happy with that. There's no other yard owner anywhere that does the office and climbs in the bilges around here. But I like it. I love making people happy, enjoying themselves, making them safe, keeping their boats healthy. I still have quite a few do-it-yourselfers, but most of the boats I take care of myself. You know, to think that, you know, how wonderful this yard was and she still is, you know, is something that, you know, I do enjoy and I'm very proud of. You know, and, you know, I would like to continue doing so. And hopefully I can steer a few more people in this marina to keep it a vital business operation.